What is going on YouTube and Instagram? I guess if I happen to post this over there. Not sure if I will. Just depends. Listen, it's been a couple of days since I went live, and first off, I want to thank anybody who has subscribed to my channel over the last few days. I really appreciate the support, and the fact that you subscribe mean that you find what I talk about to be somewhat interesting and hopefully somewhat educational and informative, and it helps you in your day-to-day real estate career. Listen, I just wanted to let you know that I have started the Real Estate Academy, which is a training platform for realtors who want to build out their business to a scalable and predictable real estate practice. If that's something that you want, please click the link in the description to get some more information, set up a little bit of time to speak with me, and we can talk about whether or not it's something that will work for you. Up to you to decide at the end of the day. So click that link, complete the form, and let's have a discussion. Anyway, look, I want to get right down to it. This is about the fiscal calendar because today, this week, is fiscal week 1 of 2022. The fiscal calendar, as you all know, runs from February to February, and fiscal calendar being that a lot of the financial institutions and larger corporations operate on fiscal calendars, meaning their year doesn't end until January 31st. All right. So, why, as realtors, should we operate on the fiscal calendar? Number one, as realtors, technically we are in the financial industry, so we should follow suit with the rest of the people in our industry operating on the fiscal calendar. But a lot of the fiscal calendars, and a lot of times when you're looking at goals and planning out your business and your year, you should definitely be planning it out on quarters. And planning your year out on quarters on the fiscal calendar works out doing the calendar year, because every week is either a 4 or 5 week month, and it goes Sunday to Sunday. So it makes for clean breaks. So it goes February to April, April to June, so on and so forth. You know how that goes. But why else does that make sense? Look, as we all know, real estate, the real estate business goes in cycles, right? We've got the selling season, especially here in Minneapolis because of the weather. Selling season is spring, summer, right? So February going into April, things start to ramp up. May, June, July, things continue to ramp up. August, September, October, we start to see a little bit of a slowdown. November, December, there's a little bit of a push right before Thanksgiving, but then the holidays hit and things tend to flatten out, right? So if you're operating on the fiscal calendar, you are always going to be working within those ebbs and flows of the market. And what will happen is you'll find that when you start to do your business planning, you can get a bulk or a majority of your planning done at the end of December through mid-January, and then really get energized and ramped up to get started back in fiscal week 1 of the following year, of the next year, because it's going to be kicking off in February. Now, when you're making your cold calls, doing your prospecting, you are reaching out to people in February, which is typically when they start to think about selling their home again. A lot of times when people are like, hey, you call somebody up, if you were to call somebody up in November or December, they're saying we're going to wait until next year. A lot of times they want you to call them back in February anyway. So what you should be doing is getting started fiscal week 1, February 1st, January 31st. Usually it's going to start on that Sunday and it's going to go through Sunday, right? So that's how the fiscal months work. Go ahead and start ramping up your prospecting efforts, getting back into the swing of things during that time. Yes, take a little bit of time off during the holidays, spend some time with family, spend some time with loved ones, but use that time wisely to do some planning. Think about new prospects, brush up on your scripts. You can still do prospecting. You probably won't convert as many leads during that time, but you'll build up a good book of business to follow up on come February, March, April, when things start to pick up. Now, as you're ramping up and you're putting homes on the market through February, March, April, you're marketing those homes, you're prospecting around those homes, you're bringing in more leads. Then as the year starts to flatten out again, you're now working towards the next year. You're building up your database of follow-ups for the next year, for the next February, March, April, and keep going, keep going. You don't stop. You don't stop. But understanding when that fiscal calendar works and operating on those terms will make a big difference in your business, because you're not going to be taking the time off. You're not going to be stuck in the time off period when people are actually thinking about selling their home. So look, if you're not doing so already, start operating on the fiscal calendar. This is fiscal week 1. This is the week where I've been planning all through December and January, getting things in order, putting together some new objectives, putting together some new goals, and working on my scripts. And then fiscal week 1 is when you start putting things into action, right? So set your goals up. Q1, how many deals do you want to do? How many closings do you want to have? Q2, how many closings do you have? How many deals do you want to have? Keep track of that and work those quarters. Work them. Keep working them until you hit those goals. This has been Blake Wallace, Real Estate Academy, Wallace Realty Group. Again, if you're interested in checking out the Real Estate Academy, click that link below. Let's have a discussion, and you can decide for yourself if it's something that you want to do. Thanks for watching.